Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Rahul here, bringing you guys another episode of the Minnesota North Stars franchise. Today, we're beginning our journey in Season 3. Yes, Season 3 of the Minnesota North Stars franchise. Now, I'm going to say this right now, I forced myself to win a Stanley Cup. I could not stand the fact that this game is a piece of crap, and yeah, that's all I have to say. And we were on a budget for certain things, like scouts, coaches, and everything in between. And I was literally wanting to trade Fleury in this situation, Marcus Fleury, because we signed 2 goalies in the off season. We also signed another X Factor dude, Ryan O'Reilly, I think his name is. That was another thing. We signed a guy from the St. Louis Blues, and I was really proud of it, considering, well, you know, we did our part, we did our thing, and that's just how it is. We also signed Adam Larson, which was a really good pickup. Corey Perry, I'll say, has been really good so far. For us at least, considering that, you know, we have been very, very, very down in terms of like talent and everything. And well, during the early stages, and these guys, like, when it comes to big contracts and stuff like that, you know, it's really hard. And I actually could have picked that, but the reason why I go for the top selections is because, you know, that's just how it is. We're 2023, well, 21, 23, 4. And the issue is with our like division, well, with our team, is that we don't have good goalies. We do have good goalies, but like they're not like 99 overall based, and this is the trades I get every single time. It's very boring. I then decide to trade Fleury in this situation, considering, like, you know what? His contract is very big for a goalie, and I understand, like, you know, he like, we have some dudes, Kotkaniemi, Novak, Gerard, Vikingstad, Ternasky, we have some good dudes, and one of the dudes that I was gonna trade, yes, as you're gonna see right here, Daigle, he's actually from the CHL, and he's an elite high goalie prospect that I got. So, Sorokin, well, no, so Fleury is gonna be traded. He could go back to the Chicago Blackhawks, Islanders, or the Winnipeg Jets. And I choose the New York Islanders because they're giving away 2 draft picks, which is very key, I'll say the least, and that, in my opinion, was really important, considering the fact that I've never done anything like that before, anything drastic. And it was like, you know, it was really sad. And as you see, we're in the AHL side of things, not the NHL side of things. So, I also do a few contract signings, like, look at a few contracts in the main roster, and also in the system. And trade value for some of these dudes are really important. Also, you can't restructure contracts in this game. Excuse me. For cap space purposes. So, I can't, if one of my contracts for a certain player is really high, I can't restructure it in order to, do something about it. Like, I can't do that because it's not a thing in the game. And it's really sad because I do understand how most people would, perceive that, but I get it. It's really sad, but, it's really important to, see it. So, now we're heading into the trade deadline part, and this is where the trades start getting weird. And sometimes you start to realize, like, you have to jump into some of these games in order to, like, pursue it, and that's what I did. I switched around the divisions a little bit, because I felt like, they were inaccurate, and also, I was put into the Pacific Division, rather than, the Central Division. And also, it wasn't geographic or anything, so that made my head turn a little. And we're 30-34, 30 wins, 30 losses, 4 overtime losses. I actually decide at this point I have to, consider the fact that right here we keep the current trade block. I continue simming because, I don't think we should trade for any dudes, at least, and yeah, and I forced my way into the Stanley Cup in this situation because I hate it so much that this game, like, especially during simulation, you very rarely get that you have to win. You get to win, like a shutout loss, an overtime win, and the ticket prices as well are so bad at this that I hate it so much. Shutout win. Shootout win, sorry. Then we get more back-to-backs, and then we lose 7-1. Ryan O'Reilly, that's the dude who we got. I then say assistant manager for sake, and then shootout loss. Oh my god. And this doesn't help our drive positioning as much. We get another overtime loss against the Arizona Coyotes. We get a loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And yeah, in this situation, oh god, okay. I was gonna cut this out in the video, but you're gonna see this firsthand. So, last year, I put this on Pro. I then put it on Rookie, Competitive. And I also have to say that since it was there, I am now being honest about it. Yeah. Now we play against the Pittsburgh Penguins. No, we don't. We won against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Actually, which is very hard to say because they're the Pittsburgh Penguins. Next up, we go against the Dallas Stars. So this is where I actually start getting into this and, try to start my own playoff push. And because of that, we're like in late March, and because wins are worth 2 points, and the stupidity behind me going into a period to the third, and also like me doing this is insane. Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry. They have an X Factor. We have 2 X Factors. Roman, Novak, and I feel like that's pretty sick to say, cause it is what it is. What it is. We played good defense so far. And for some reason, I don't know what it was during this game. I'm gonna have to say this. The goaltending was super, super spot on. Like, and also like, yeah, that's what I will say. Also, one thing, they don't have certain prospects. So in this game, right, we won more face-offs than them because of the fact that they were the better team, supposedly. I also, by the way, changed up my Color Rush uniforms. I think I said that in the last video. I said it now. Anyway, this game was so freaking bad that I realized that it was so bad. It was just so bad. Alright, the goaltending we tried to score on certain situations like that, and it just would not work for some reason. It was competitive style, which I didn't mind, but it was really bad. Yeah, it was really bad, considering like it was just it was just really, 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 it was just really bad, this least, considering that this happened. Whenever I tried to score a goal or anything, it was just really bad. Like, I tried scoring a lot, and I mean a lot, especially on rookie competitive. It wouldn't be this bad. Now, let's say, like, if I put, like, the old-time teams, this also wouldn't be that bad. I'm not thinking of doing any old-time. And this was just unnecessary. Kravtsov, like, yeah, we won this fight. Yep. Yeah, he hurt one of my dudes. That's what happens. Another feature I would want in NHL 24 is the ability to have multiple fights and see what happens. I know that possibly wouldn't happen, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, this like is an issue for me. Considering, sorry for that pause, it's like, considering like, this is the team where you put them up against each other and everything. Yeah. So, right here, like, there's nothing much else to say. Rookie, competitive. We were doing this, and it is really disgusting on how it is. That almost was a goal, but I was really disappointed. It wasn't a goal, so yeah, this is what happens, and it's like, oh my god. Like, what did I do? You know, what did we do to you? Nothing. And the suggestion was to pull the goalie. I was like, god. We had up-and-coming games, the Vegas Golden Knights, the Los Angeles Kings, the LA Kings, the Edmonton Oilers. Could we rise above and make this a historical team? We shall see. We also had a delayed penalty. And that was really bad, cause yeah, and we got called like for, I didn't know what the penalty was, but I didn't care, cause now it's a 5-on-4. We had to go attack mode. We couldn't like go on like defense or anything, so I tried my best, okay, guys, but the fact of the matter is, what the heck? And I could have done a 5-on-5 for the power play, but it was no use. And I even tried to, like, score here, but that didn't work. Alright, next game is the Vegas Golden Knights. Las Vegas Golden Knights. 4-3. I actually did score. Kurashev scores a goal. Next up, right here. No, actually, yeah. Well, right here, scored a goal with Oscar Lindblom. Yep. Anyway, these dudes, the Vegas Golden Knights, like, I passed it out and everything. And yeah, they froze it. Or this should not have been. This should not have been into DVD. And boom, I scored a goal. Gerard scores a goal, 2 goals. Then, for whatever reason, I choked it. Stone X Factor scores a goal. Oh, good lord. Jack Eichel. Like, we were not good against these top dogs. Like, I get it. Like, Jack Eichel, Stone. All of these dudes, we choked like a 2-thing game. And I like took up the ice and everything. I tried to win the game. Don't get me wrong. I tried to win this game. I tried to lock it up and everything. But, like, empty net. Alright? And Jack Eichel scores a goal. Then, in overtime, it was a 4-on-3 because of the penalty I did. Jack Eichel scores game-winning goal. It was an overtime loss, so we get 1 point. Anyway, LA Kings 3-2. We scored a goal. Yay! Next up, we scored a goal off of a face-off. Yay! Yeah, I am being weird now. Yeah. Oh god. Okay. So now, basically, I did an own goal, so Brody scores a goal. I did an own goal. Remember that, guys. Kraftstov. Okay. And yep. I just keep on doing pressure. And boom! Goal scored. Next up, ba-boom! Another goal scored. Delandrea. Yeah, that's a name. Yep, we have Corey Perry, if you're wondering. Yeah, the lovely Corey Perry. Hip hip hooray. Okay, well. So, now, we're just putting pressure. We're trying to score goals. This is like the end of the game for them, the LA Kings. At this point, like, I remember we had to, like, win the rest of our games out. And if you looked at the standings, we were the 8th seed, or at least the 7th seed in my situation. So, I was like, I didn't want to get a top draft pick or anything. I just wanted to win. Because what I'll say is, like, our division and the Pacific Division, we were very weak, and for a moment there, it said empty net. What the actual heck? So, the LA Kings in this situation are very good. Are very good. And now they do the like this thing, and I was trying to get a goalie goal, but then I realized one of our dudes, Novak, there he goes. Novak, he scores. Well, Novak. Well, yeah, Novak scores a goal, and everybody was like, the LA Kings players were just like putting their like slashing their sticks onto the ground. So that's quite interesting. I then that's how the game ended. Next up, we are going up against Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, all those boys. So, yep. And Corey Perry scores a goal. Next up, Jake DeBrusk. He ain't his Boston counterparts, but Jake DeBrusk is Jake DeBrusk. Hey, shout out to my Boston Bruins for making the playoffs. Hip hip hooray. So, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Boston Bruins are my favorite team. Hip hip hooray. So, yeah, if you have a problem with that, I mean, I'm a Bostonian all the way, so, I at this point, the Edmonton Oilers, so, like, I played the games because I wanted to win the Stanley Cup, so, the way that I wanted to do my franchise series for this kind of video, this series, maybe other franchise series, you never know. Just to let you guys in on this, I wanted to do like a draft rebuild kind of thing where I pick up free agents that have that have high draft capital, you know, and if that high draft capital were to, like, say, affect the team, I just trade them for draft picks. And the issue being is that that's what happened. So this year for the NHL 23, as you see, is like we can't do fighting. Like, the only time we could fight is if we go off sides, we shoot the puck into the goalie's net. That's when we fight. And now it's an empty net, and I have to give Novak the opportunity to score an empty net. That's what we do. Like, you have to understand, like, Novak is like a rookie. He's a rookie X Factor. Same thing for Vikingstad. Although Vikingstad we drafted like last season, and Krofstov scores a goal like that. So yeah, Novak gets an assist along with Kotkaniemi. Oh, I don't know. Sorry about that. So Novak, Vikingstad. Vikingstad was actually to put it simply, Vikingstad was a gem, while Novak, we traded up for him. And as you see, Gravies and PK, get into a fight, and I always do straightforward punches. I don't do, like, uppercuts or anything. So, yeah, and it's like, now, oh god, now it's 10, that's, like, now we're near the end of the game. 5 seconds left. and we're trying to start fights and everything. You know, it is what it is. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Yamamoto. Another thing they don't, I don't think they realize is that they don't put any other international players. So, like, any Japanese, any Indians, anybody, African, And we're up against the Washington Capitals, who they have, Alexander Ovechkin, who in my Be a Pro series I actually fought. Yeah, anyway, Jake DeBrusk scores a goal. Next up, bruh. Also, there were a lot of injuries. Yoshi! Well, yes. I did say Yoshi. Come on. Joseph scores a goal, which is, the third goal of this game. For us, we did a good job based off of that. And Kotiniemi scores a goal. So, that's pretty awesome as well. Yeah, and yeah. So, now look at us. And also, yeah. There's nothing much to say for these series. Like I said, NCAA 14 might come. Offsides, that, I've always done that. So, you're gonna see the playoffs. You're not gonna see the off season because that would have been too much of a hassle. To say the least. I always trade for the top picks because for the talent. Also, so I don't get bored. Or anything. And I started attacking for whatever reason recently. As you see right here, I started attacking all the team, all the players and everything in between. It was really insane, and I started doing my thing. Started doing that, and the fact of the matter is I, as a human, when it comes to this, it's it's very important, so I like it very much. So, alright, Washington Capitals, for this game, basically, they're down by 2 goals. They're not going to do anything. I realize Alexander Ovechkin is not even on this. Now, he might be on the first line. I'm not sure. They are the team that won the Stanley Cup Finals against the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah. And also, another thing is the fact that, yeah. So, I do have some goals in mind. I might end this after 5 seasons. We shall see. I might work on a new project, like a fantasy draft project. Again, we shall see. Cause I want to change things up a little bit. Novak here scores a goal, so this might actually end after 5 seasons, so we're currently on season 3. The next episode will be season 4, and after that will be the finale, season 5. Now, yeah, and season 5 will be the finale, after winning like 4 straight Stanley Cups, or 3, depending on how it goes. My most hated team, the Montreal Canadiens. Hip hip hooray. I decided to bounce back against them. So, Fute scores goal. That's what I like to see, to say the least. So, yeah. And, good lord. The Montreal Canadiens scored a goal. Corey Perry scores a goal by a Montreal Canadiens player doing an own goal. And an own goal almost happened there, except Gallagher scores a goal. Yeah, that happened. So, like, Fute scores a goal, a Montreal Canadian guy scores a goal, an own goal happened, which was credited to, Corey Perry, then Gallagher scores an unassisted goal. So, yeah. That's how it happened. Yeah. And for most of the video, I didn't really understand why I did gameplay so much, but then I realized, you have to show your team, really. And Fute scores yet another goal, which, you have to bring in the players that on the up and up. So that's what I did, really. It was really important. So, yeah. Gerard scores a goal. That was really important to me. 6-4, we're leading by 2 goals. Montreal Canadiens, who appeared in the 2021-2022 Stanley Cup playoffs and lost to the Stanley Cup, which is very odd for a Montreal Canadian team. So, and Michael Joseph and Anderson are gonna fight. Fighting in this game is really poor compared to like NHL 19 in terms of like you can't fight as much, and it really sucks because I wish we had that kind of like thinking, like, oh, we could fight whoever we want whenever we want. So, Novak, I tried to score a goal with Novak. I always try to score a goal with Novak because of his development and everything, so that's what I try to work for. Passing it around, which is pretty cool. This is what we're doing, really. We're just like at this point, we're trying to like win, and that's what we're gonna do. So when we win this game, we actually clinch the playoff spot, or like any other game, I think. Clinch it. So Novak is a 6-on-4, which I don't know why it's a 6-on-4. No, it's 6-on-5. Sorry. And clearly here you're trying to see that I'm trying to give it to Novak. So, and like all the Canadians are like, no! But no, Roman Novak scores another goal in his rookie campaign. He has 6 goals. Hip, hip, hooray. And that's what I like to see from this. And Hellebuck is actually doing really well. Again, we might trade him for draft picks, but you never know in the coming future. That being said, Season 5 might be the finale. You never know. Next up, we have the Vancouver Canucks. So, if you look at the standings right here, we are at 92 points. We're at 88. Now, we do have to clinch this win to get it. And we're officially the 8th seed in this conference if you were to, like, arrange us based on points and saving percentage. So, now I simulate all the way through just to make sure, and we actually beat out the Stars for the final spot, for the final wildcard spot in this playoff picture. So, what do I have to say? See you guys in the playoffs. Yeah. Hello guys. Yeah, we made the playoffs and we lost to the Anaheim Ducks. Yes, the Anaheim Ducks. So, as you see right here, I'm actually not playing the games, I'm actually simulating them. And somehow, on Rookie Competitive, we're doing really well. We took an overtime loss. For Game 5, we won that. And next up, we won Game 6, 7-3. Now we face off against the Vegas Golden Knights. We're the 8th seed. We won the game. We won another. We lost the game. I don't know how. We lost another, so this is gonna go into 6 games. At least. We won 8-1. Whatever firepower. And we won in overtime 3-2. Now we go to the San Jose Sharks, which are a very surprising team. So, in the other side, we have the Florida Panthers and the New York Rangers. So, an original 6 team versus a very new team. So, we take an overtime loss. Wow. Then we take a win, a shutout. We take another win, very close game. Then we take a loss, 7-3, blowout. Then, we take a win, 3-1. So, now you may be thinking, what's next? We take a loss, 2-0, a shutout for them. I actually changed the settings for this because I wanted to make it to the Stanley Cup finals and everything. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I hate this game so much. So, deal with it, guys. Okay? Okay. So I actually jumped to this part. I scored a goal, Gerard. This is actually arcade or traditional with first person, with rookie and everything. I know. So pretty fun, to say the least. Michael Joseph scores another goal. Which is which is good. Wow. Okay. Alright, now the goalie, now the San Jose Sharks, pretty scared. They haven't been to the Western Conference Finals in a long time, so I do remember the Tampa Bay Lightning winning one Stanley Cup, and then for some reason the Carolina Hurricanes winning another Stanley Cup, which, yeah, that sounds a little bit awkward. Even though it's very, very true to, like, you know, say the least, and, yeah, and Kurashev scores a goal, so that means we're all tied up. Yeah, it's like very insane, crazy. And Michael Joseph scores 2 goals. Another goal, sorry. And, well, he did score 2 goals, which means it's 4-3, it's game 7, we don't have home field advantage. And this makes me really happy. So, yeah. So, as you see, as the countdown is there, you can feel it in the air. This is the game that I've always wanted. The empty net has been done. Novak is ready to score some goals. Boom. And his goalie mask looks pretty awesome, if you have to say that. It's an empty netter, though, so that's his first goal of the playoffs with a goalie assist, which is pretty cool, to say the least. He has a very cool X factor, I have to say that myself. And yeah, for the first time in Minnesota North Stars history, for the first time in a while, they are going back to the Stanley Cup. Alright, as you see right here, we are in the Stanley Cup Finals. Yes, my Burnaby Aces lost 3 straight. They lost to the Milwaukee Admirals in 4 games in the Calder Cup. And you know what this means, right? We are going to be doing the 3-0 comeback, which is very hard to do, to say the least. And I have to say this from experience. I've only been able to do that 3-0 comeback a few times in this series, in past series as well. Not the London Monarchs, the Burnaby Aces of the Colorado Rockies. I was able to do that. I think the Colorado Rockies I did. And also, if you watch the Be a Pro series against the Tampa Bay Lightning, I did do the 3-0 comeback against them. And Ryan O'Reilly scores the goal. Like, in this series, you have to understand, like, it's very hard to do 3-0 comebacks because, especially on rookie or semi-pro, any difficulty is really hard, and we do the one-timer goal, 4-4. So the Minnesota North Stars against the Florida Panthers. So I am going to check this because I want to get this very accurate for you guys and everybody else because this really means a lot to me. The Minnesota North Stars. So the Minnesota North Stars, we scored another goal, 5-4. Seasons and records. Alright. So, yeah, I know, I'm just checking. Alright. Okay. So, back in 1980 to 81, they made the Stanley Cup Finals, but they lost to the New York Islanders at that time. Then, in 1990 to 91, they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals again, but they lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins in 6 games. And back in the 1980-81 season, they lost to the New York Islanders in 5. So, assuming we take that history and the Dallas Stars take theirs, we won Game 4, we won Game 5, we're now going to win Game 6. We made it to 3 Stanley Cups, and we're going to win one, guys. So I forced myself to win this. Like, because I am sick and tired of basically having to do this over and over again. And you know what I'll say? I picked up many pieces along the way. Adam Larson, Ryan O'Reilly, Claude Giroux, Patrice Bergeron, Jake DeBrus, Kotkaniemi, Gerard, all these dudes, Fleury, when he was relevant, Hellebuck, so, like some goalies, you know, and it's time, Gerard, like, it's time for our guys, Roman Novak, Vikingstad, like, it's time for our guys to rise up, and you'll, like, I claim guys off waivers, I look at their info, try to build up the Burning Bee Aces as, like, a farm system, in case we need any, and we're tied 2-2, and, yeah, Coughlin, Lane, goal was scored again. We score a goal with Jake DeBrus, considering that this is really good. Scoring goals, in my opinion, it's really awesome. And I have to say, it's really good. So, now you're just gonna see the rest of it. I tried to do like a 4-glide goal, and Oscar Lindblom and the boys, like Roman Novak, I know for sure, and I know for sure that he's gonna be like one of the top defenders in the league, like, and that's just how it's gonna be, and I know so. And for the Boston Bruins franchise that I want to do, I don't think that's going to happen. Only because of motivation of these games. Like, the What If series has been my only motivation, so if you guys enjoy those, let me know. Yeah, now the empty netter, you know what time it is from Roman Novak. Where is he? Hello, there he is. We pass it to Roman Novak. And goal scored with 0.3 seconds, Roman Novak. Jesper Fast is on the floor of the Panthers. Oh my god. Lundell. Now it's time for Game 7. We're the 8th seed. What else can I say? We're the 8th seed in this situation. Like, come on. And we did it. Michael Joseph. Roman Novak. Actually, we actually scored a goal with him. Points. It's really awesome. Like, oh my god, I actually... Wow. Then... Oh, well, not then. Well, I tried to pass it to Roman Novak again. We scored the leading goal, and I wanted to get, like, some kind of... Well, Kupari, yes, Kupari, actually, well, you know, it's good. He scored the 5th goal of the game, so, it's kind of weird, to say the least, that we're on, like, enemy territory. That's how our division is, say the least, like, now, like, you know, we got the higher end talent. I'm very happy, to say the least. We have done well, and that's all I have to say for this series, this episode right here. Roman Novak trying to score a hat trick as a rookie. That's pretty insane, but, you know, out of respect. Yeah, so for the first time in North Star's history, in a very long time, we win the Stanley Cup. After our first playoff appearance, our very first season, and our second season, we missed the playoffs with a winning record, getting some top dogs, improving our defense, improving our offense. We win the Stanley Cup. And Michael... Oh, it's not Michael, it's Matthew Joseph. Oh my god. Matthew Joseph wins the Conn Smythe. And this is where I have to say, yeah, this is going to be over an hour video. So, bear in mind that this actually happened in the series. So, Gerard is the captain. He gets a hold of the Stanley Cup first. And I have to say, I have to give it to Matthew Joseph, who is the Conn Smythe winner Which is, really good. I feel very proud of him, to say the least. I then gave it to Corey Perry. Corey Perry, his first Stanley Cup, and I know, it's been 2 seasons since he was on a Stanley Cup winning team, but you know what? I'm proud of him, and Connor Hellebuck, yeah. Corey Perry, I will say, has been a great addition because he's a mentor to some of the guys. I know he's fallen off in terms of he was part of the Anaheim Ducks, then he signed with the Dallas Stars, he lost the Stanley Cup there. He was signed with the Montreal Canadiens, he lost the Stanley Cup there. He signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning, he lost the Stanley Cup there. And now I think he's going to stay with the Tampa Bay Lightning or he's going to retire. The picture is there. How do I end this off? We are the Stanley Cup champions for this season. The Minnesota North Stars brought home the Stanley Cup to the state of Minnesota for the 2024-2025 season. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Y'all are legends in my book as well as for me. I will see y'all in the next one. Take it easy and peace.